Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of our ongoing Introduction to Sibelius. Today we're going to talk about some basic note entry. But before we get straight into that, let's go to the View tab. And over here you have a keypad. Notice on the bottom right that keypad goes away when it's not selected. On a full-size keyboard, you will have a keypad on the right side that looks a lot like this. This key is the 0 key, the rest, the dot is the period, the 5 is the half note, and so forth. As I press a key on my computer keypad, notice what happens. See it changing? You have several keypad layouts which give you different options, different values, double dots, Q notes, some beaming options, tremolo, bowing, fermatas, drops, scoops, all that stuff. The arpeggio or double flats, double sharps, bracketed notes, and so forth. So if you don't have a keypad on your computer, you'll need to use this one. The easiest way to enter notes is to pick the note value you want, say a quarter note, come up here, and I have it in rest mode right now, so it gives me rest, and then it changes back to note values. If I want a half note, I come over here, pick a half note, whole notes. Now this can be rather time consuming. So what you can do is you can put one hand on the keypad, pick the value you want, let's say a quarter note, and then type on the computer keyboard the letter you want. Let's say we want an A quarter note, and then a G, F, then some eighth notes, type the 3, and let's say a whole note to finish it out. Let's say we didn't want to go up that octave. Right now we can press Control down and it moves it down the octave, or Control up. Horns don't play that high, but all with Control, and I believe that's Command on the Macintosh, up and down arrows. Those two ways are the easiest ways to enter notation. Come over here, click on the value, or I have it in rest mode, enter the note. You want to tie a note, you can click on it, hit tie. As you're going along, you can add articulations. Let's say we want the next set of notes to be staccato. We can come up here and press the 9 key. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong one, the asterisk key. And we have staccatos for the rest of our notes. If we want an accent, we can press the one next to it. Notice if you don't deselect staccato, it'll stay on. We have accents, then we can do both. And if we want tenuto, and it's loading sounds, that's why you're not hearing it. There's different sounds for different articulations. And of course on the other keypads you could load in grace notes in there, cued notes. If you want a cued note, see how it's cued now? And back to normal. Somehow I clicked on the double dots. Triple dots. Okay. So that's the easiest way. Now let's say you don't like this. Click in the measure and then shift click in that measure and press backspace and it's gone. You can always Control Z, get rid of it, or return it back to what you had. But let me show you another way to do note entry. So I come over here to my keypad, but instead of using the mouse, I'm going to use my left hand. So I select the value I want. Well, first I select the measure I want to enter music into. So I want to start with a quarter note. Now on my MIDI keyboard, synthesizer in my case, I'm going to play a note. I don't want rest, I just want a quarter note. So I press 4. And as I play, the notes come in. Want a half note, I press the 5 key. Want eighth notes, back to a quarter note. Let's say I want that tied over, I press the enter key, I think it is on my keypad. And we have the F tied over. If we want a dot on a note, we press the value we want, a quarter note, and then the dot. And then in this case, an eighth note makes sense. Go to eighth note. And that's a much faster way to do it. And if you're working in keyboard music or music where you can have more than one note on a staff, a horn wouldn't normally have 2 notes unless you're writing for multiple horns. But let's say you're writing for keyboard, you can easily do chords. I'm playing on my computer keyboard, on my MIDI keyboard, and I get a chord. That's a much easier way to enter notes. And those are your basic ways of entering notes. We're going to go into much more detail as we go along. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.